Hello everyone. Ah, yeah. There we go. If you think she sounds funny, she sounds weird, it's because I have the worst cold in a while. And this morning my voice was completely shot. So yeah, this is my voice for a while. But it does not mean I cannot do anything. So we're going to try and make some art today. We're trying to get into the series again. Oh. So the next organ that we were going to make is the liver. So I have here the liver. Actually tried a couple of times to, yeah, thank you, to get it drawn out, doodled. But actually the liver is quite a difficult organ to do something with. Wiktionary. There's not really a lot going on. Like this is a liver. Someone with liver disease apparently. Okay, so liver is quite a easy object, but we need to do something with crystals. So what I was thinking is that we can make it like those geodes. Um, geode. Like these. Because it almost looks like they are onto something. So you go like this. Let me move this to another. Yeah, there we go. So I know what I'm doing. There we go. Like this. The links I go to check out your streams. Oh my god, I I am indeed not very regular, but hi. So what length have you gone to this time? You had to endure an MW2 advertisement. Oh my goodness. If it was me, I would like get rid of all the advertisements, but which just does not allow me to. Kinda sad. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Call of Duty since I was 12. I have never played Call of Duty. Well, being drawn now, I'm trying to draw a geode with a liver in it. This will be part of my like human organs with crystal images. Never played Call of Duty, your soul has remained untamed. Lucky you. I'm not sure it's untamed, but untainted, yeah, untainted. Do I like it this way? Maybe give it a bit more room, more space to be. It's like a cave system. So you know that it's caving. I've decided now against getting any form of VR. I shall wait for it to become cheap. Oh, nice. Also, if you think what on earth is going on with her voice, I have like the biggest cold. Let me take a look at the kind of geodes there. They're usually the geodes are the purple ones, the amethyst ones, but there are supposed to be like several kinds of geodes. Rip, yeah. Well, I went to a party from my cousin. Oh, this is one. This is cute. I went to a party of my cousin's son basically. On Geode I care for is the dude. Geodude. So it was my the it's not my nephew once removed or something, but at least he was like turning 1, so there were a lot of kids around, and those one of those kids made me sick. I'm pretty sure of that. A lot of white as well. I thought this was a head. I don't know why. It was. I thought this was a neck, and this was like a head. This was like a cheap Photoshop thing. White, purple. This is called amethyst as well, but it's not as fun. Geo meringue recipe. Okay. I wonder if you split geodude in half, if you will get crystals instead of like blood or something. Not a lot of other colors besides amethyst, is there? There's different color amethyst. Hmm. Those are not geodes. Those are like agates. I like this. I don't remember what kind of stone that is though. This is not a geode. This is a agate. Really, people on YouTube, people on the internet, do your research. Turns out I'm completely wrong about it. I don't know. I like this because it's this deep blue with like almost an ocean. That's cool. I love that. Like this is the piercing stuff that I like. Rainbow quartz geode. That's one fake. Ooh, green. Minecraft geode. I usually only see the amethyst one, but I'm like, what colors? I can make it any color I want because, you know, rich guy stuff. Geode Zwijndrecht. Zwijndrecht is the Dutch word for Hogwarts. That's why I was like, what? Ask Clay, what the heck is a geode? Well, not that. Ooh. Anyway, so most of it is from the same family of crystals. It's usually white and purple. I like the blue. Galanite? I don't know galanite. Anyway, so yeah, lots of things to choose from. Oh, my nose itchy. Yeah. So we have this liver here. It's probably just like one color, almost like the heart, I think. And then we have to pick the geode. I don't want to make it blue. I made the brain with purple, didn't I? Oh, it's not in there? Oh. My sticker collection is not complete. Where are my stickers? For which? Yeah. There, brain. There, this one is purple. Except it's a cat. Oh, okay. Anyway. This one. I actually had this in sticker form. The Frog Witch. Came out really well. I gave it away to one of my cousins. I can make it like a dark purple if I do that. If I use purple. Anyway, let me actually do something here. New layer. Get it in the black. 20. The concept is very easy. The liver itself is very smooth as well. So you don't need to really need to do anything. Let's not do that before I. Yeah. Make it a bit more. I made it more penile, so it's better not. I want to make it sharper, not look like something. Let's do this. No, that doesn't make it worse. Okay. There we go. Colors will make a change, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to a concert. Oh, fun. What kind of concert? Oh, I know. like yours, but much worse. My voice will be gone as like yours, but much worse. Yeah, a hip hop concert. Okay, is the known artist or more obscure? Standing arena, not too tall. Kendrick Lamar. I and like my knowledge of like popular hip hop people is not that big, but I know the name. I know the name Lamar. I don't know why. He's like at the top. Yeah, but the, you know what the creepy thing is? I do not know why I know the name of Lamar because usually if I know a name and but I do not really know their music, it's because something shitty happened. So I hope that's not the reason. Best lyricist right now? Nice. Oh, that sounds good. Drake, The Weeknd, Kendrick Lamar, Joe Cole are like the biggest. Yeah, so I know most of those names, but I do not remember any of their songs. Like, I will name one of their songs, like, I don't know. I really don't know. Is this fun? Does it look like something? I actually think that looks good. I'm not sure about the geode itself, but where's my? There's my. If we take a look at the geode itself, let's make a little bit of changes there. Oh. It's very cool that you're going to a concert. He's my favorite artist, so I'm going to be shouting all the lyrics with everyone else. Nice. Your voice will be finished. Yeah, usually. But you know, that's part of the fun. If your voice isn't shot, sometimes that means that you didn't have as much fun. Let me just do something here to make it a bit more interesting. Might have to wear a borrowed mankini to ensure I don't swim to death there. Yeah, just make sure you drink a lot of like non-alcoholics as well, if you are allowed to drink. A lot of people forget that. Ah, I need to sneeze so much, but my body won't let me. There we go. There, that looks better. I don't think we're going on a night out at uni, otherwise I'm 100% water. Cool. Like for me, it's very easy to say like don't drink too much. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't like being drunk as well. So for me, it's never. I don't mind being completely sober all the time. And I think the taste of alcohol. I actually can taste alcohol in some things. So it's not like for me, alcohol is not um tasteless. A lot of people say that alcohol itself is tasteless. It just means that you feel that burning in your throat. But for me, alcohol tastes very, very bitter, no matter what it is. Like you can give me what's called a breezer back in the days. It was almost like just lemonade with alcohol in it, and I was like, this stuff sucks so much. I hate it. It's so bitter, and everyone else was like, I don't know what you're talking about. It literally tastes like lemonade. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's extremely bitter. So I think there is a gen that not many people know about, or it's not really researched because it's not important. That uh, when you have the gen, you can taste certain amounts of bitterness in alcohol, and other people don't. Because my aunt has the same thing, and I thought my grandmother had the same thing as well, but my mother hasn't, and my father does not, and like that kind of stuff. So it almost sounds like it's genetic. I drink like 1% alcohol and 99% a mixture like soda, etc. Yeah. Like there is only one drink with alcohol that I can abide, that I like sometimes, and that's literally that's cider. But the cider doesn't have cannot be too strong. And after have like one or like half a not a cup, half a glass of cider, I do not like the taste anymore. So my good friend who loves cider always takes the other half of my cider if I take it. Anyone who says alcohol in its own tastes nice is a liar. Yeah, I'm with you on cider. I take it back. That's the one thing that tastes good sometimes. Yeah, because it's more like fruity. It's usually made by apples, but you can also get cider like pear cider and cherry cider, I think. So it's really fruity. And because of the low alcohol percentage in most of them, at least, it's not that bad. But after like half a glass, to me, it's like, no, I don't like it anymore. I can taste the alcohol too much. Go away with it. And then my good friend takes half of the like almost warm cider away from me and drinks it then. Oop. Why just I don't know what's going on. I think it's because of how I made it all bendy or something. But It looks like penises for some reason. Like this one especially. It's like no, that's not right. And I cannot like can I make it like this? Like this. There we go. Oh my god. The plus is on me. Get your mind together. I'm meeting my boyfriend tonight, so it's okay. So tonight I can get my mind out of the gutter indeed. Me. This. Only cider I've tried is a brand called Kopparberg. It's Swedish, yeah. I know that one. There is this brand called Apple Bandit. It's also cider. It's more common. I don't know where it's from, but even though cider is more like English, I think the Swedish really made it their own. I am going to blow my nose for a moment. Be right back. Just doing this. There. I think that will look pretty nice. There we go. Looking great. Oh, wait. What? Make it. I don't want to make it black. There we go. That's color. Usually the front is mostly white, and then it will slowly turn darker purple. Amethyst purple is this, but a little bit this. Yeah, this is close to amethyst. We'll be manipulating it soon. Ooh, that's actually looking good. Almost a shame I have to recolor the liver because that's not a healthy liver otherwise. So we go darker. Especially here. And then dark, 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 dark. Especially there in the nooks and crannies. Here as well. This. And then we can make it even darker, so like here. Ooh, that looks good. At least I like this color scheme. Ooh. And then, yeah, I have to look at what color a normal healthy liver should be. This red. Reddish brown, actually. Yeah, the same as the heart, basically. Oh, I was like, why is it not working? It's actually a pretty good color. Should be more brownish, but you can make that. So, and then there's this whole white spot that is basically, as far as I know, that's lovely fat around it, like this. I mean, that happens. That has to be there as well. There. One time, the doctor wanted me to believe that I had a fatty liver and that was causing all the problems. So I have some health issues, and yes, it is because I am overweight. But the doctor is basically pronouncing all my health issues to me being overweight. Like, if I broke my ankle, the doctor would say it's because I'm also overweight, and I'm not really um, sharing that attitude with him. Let's say that. I really dislike that. I really dislike that attitude that he brings to the table. Like everything I have, like before, before I was the size I am now, I was having like almost chronic stomach pains. I have always suffered from stomach pains, and now my doctor uh, is telling me, yeah, it's because you're overweight. I'm like, yeah, but I have these stomach pains for at least 10 years. And I wasn't my size 10 years ago. You know that, doctor. I know you all my life. But he keeps insisting that it's because I'm overweight. So, if it was easy for me to lose weight, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm losing weight and still have the same symptoms, so up yours, you stupid doctor. But yeah, it's not that easy for me to lose my weight. Let me get another. Oh, look, it's pretty flat right now. Let me get some shadows here. I told your doctor I was having a headache, and he told me it's because in the future I will be overweight. He's either clairvoyant or bad at his job. I'm going with it. He can tell the future. Yeah. Well, my mom joined um, his clinic because at the time, so before I was born, my mother suffered like incredible headaches, and he was the only one who was modern enough and thinking more in like alternative medicine enough to give her the medicine that she needs that actually proved that she was getting better. Unfortunately, for the like almost 40 years we are with this clinic, he stayed the same. So back in the days he was very modern, but now he is really he's really backwards. But for being able to be ahead of the curve to being lazy and behind, yeah. So now he's instead of being the cool hip doctor who knows how the future will go, he now is the old doctor who is stuck in the old ways. And it's kind of funny to me to realize how different you can be throughout the years, and that even if you're hip like when you are younger, you can become like old and gray and a nagging grandfather type without knowing that you are, because he really doesn't know. He's the living example of being stuck in your ways. Anyway, so he's almost going to his pension, and he already has someone um, taking over for a while, for a lot of his time. So I'm just waiting for him to retire entirely. You retire here, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Indeed, he should have retired a long time ago. But there is a shortage of doctors and home doctors here in the Netherlands because it's very very busy everywhere. Okay. Um. Oh, oops. There we go. Let me get yellow highlight. Shortage of doctors in the Netherlands. Give me 7 years and on my way. Yeah, I think there's always a shortage of doctors. As far as I know, there's always been a shortage. Yeah, you need to learn Dutch. Unless you are taking a practice in like Amsterdam or Rotterdam, there are a lot of expats living there, and I think they would love to have someone who speaks English like first name, like as well. Because sometimes it's very difficult to get someone uh, to understand you when you don't speak the language. I see it a lot with um, elderly immigrants, especially from Moroccan heritage. We have a lot of Moroccan immigrants here, Moroccan and Turkish, and nowadays Polish as well, and of course a lot of Ukrainian refugees right now, a lot of those. But because they do not speak the language well enough to understand what the assistant or the doctor is saying, and it's very apparent. It can be frustrating to see them both like not understanding each other. Like the assistant will be like, "Yeah, you have to take this many pills and you have to pick it up there," and I just don't understand. They'd be like, "Oh, okay, I'll wait for the pills," and they are like, "No, the pills are not here. You need to go to the pharmacy and take this with you." Yeah, we wait for pharmacy and I don't know how to get there and blah blah blah. And we're like, ah, and they end up just waiting for the pills and they have to get someone else to be like, "Ah, yeah." Explain to them, no, you have to go here and take this. I shall one day move to Sweden. Nice country. I've never been to Sweden, but I think it's a nice country. You don't need to learn the language to work there. Oh. Well, here in the Netherlands, we have a very high proficiency of English speakers, or at least people who understand English. Although for some reason, um, I found out that they dub a lot of things nowadays, which was which is weird. Overdose. So when I grew up, we had like only the very young child episodes, the shows. Those were dubbed. The rest was all subtitled. Like we had like Pokemon. Yeah, that was dubbed because that was for young children. But things like iCarly was subtitled. That kind of stuff. By the way, Dora the Explorer is dubbed, and they teach you how to say things in English, which is kind of funny. Because Dora the Explorer usually talks English, and they teach Spanish. But we don't speak a lot of Spanish here in the Netherlands, so Dora the Explorer teaches children how to speak English. So a lot of things were dubbed, like the A lot the Disney cartoons were dubbed because those were regarded for like children. Dora the Explorer is the best. I watched so much Dora the Explorer when I was at university. I was like, I have nothing to do. I have to study for myself. Let's watch Dora the Explorer. No, Dora. Swiper is there. I know someone from Sweden who speaks in an American accent when they speak English because they watch lots of American TV shows. Yes, the same thing for me. So, when I grew up, almost all the shows, all the movies, except for like children movies, were subtitled. So, first of all, you learn to read very fast. Uh, Second of all, you know how to pronounce your words. When I grew up, most of the shows were actually British, like old British shows. We had a lot of British shows on the air. Keeping Up Appearances, Hello Hello, How May I Serve You? I think it was a show that we watched, but we also watched things like The Nanny. We watched uh, that one with Bob Saget. I don't remember that one. We watched a lot of shows, and those were all subtitled. So once you were old enough to be able to read everything along, you were like, oh yeah, so this sentence means this in English. Like this, like what they say means this, and what they say now means this. It was very easy to learn the language in that way. Um, so that's why I got, yeah, Full House. Full House. We got Full House on there as well. Yeah, that one. And we watched a lot of the Muppets, and we watched Sesame Street. Of course, was in Dutch because we have a Dutch version of Sesame Street. But when we were old enough to watch the Muppets, everything was in English and was subtitled again, and with everything basically. So when my brother and I grew up, my brother is like 2 years younger than I am. Uh, we just knew how to pronounce English words. It was very easy to learn English that way. The Muppets and Sesame Street was amazing too. Yeah, yeah. But the Dutch Sesame Street is completely different from American Muppets. From American Sesame Street. For example, Big Bird is called Pino in Dutch, and Pino is blue. I need to buy myself an Elmo doll. So our Big Bird is blue. I never knew that Big Bird was actually a different color because in the Netherlands, Big Bird is blue and called Pino. And we had our own like Muppets from Sesame Street. We have our own set of Muppets. We have our own like story things. Sesamstraat, indeed. So Sesame is Sesam in Dutch. And we have like the main characters are a dog called Tommy, a mouse called Minnie, Ini Minnie. So we had Pino, and then a lot of human characters as well. And with the years, there were more and more. There were like a couple of bits that were like more than Muppets. So you have Kermit and Bet and Ernie. They are called Bet and Ernie, by the way, in Dutch as well. But they were dubbed. So those pieces were dubbed, but the main characters, what the story was revolving around, that was in Dutch, and also actually done with Dutch actors. So that was very interesting. So my version of Sesame Street is completely different from someone else's Sesame Street, because I watched it in Dutch. It wasn't just a simple, oh yeah, you only watched the Dutch version. No, it was a completely different show actually. They now have a pig. Yeah, so True and Perk are new. We had the garbage Muppet. What was his name again? Yeah, I'm kind of fearing this year because last year was so nice because there wasn't really a big celebration yet. IMDb says the Sesame Street movie is in pre-production with Anna Hathaway to star in it. Oh my god! Like I understand the Muppets, right? I understand the Muppets with having like big stars in there, and apparently in American Sesame Street there are a lot of big stars there as well. Um, it wasn't that case in the Dutch version, so it was like the Muppets and their human characters basically that were like taking care of them, and that was it. There was no like only Sinterklaas. That important was he. Only Sinterklaas would come and visit Sesame Street. He was the only big personality who would come to Sesame Street. No one else. No important Dutch person. There's funny clips of Elmo on talk shows doing interviews. Yeah, Kermit has been on a lot of talk shows as well, and that kind of shows like the craftsmanship of the people um, who are actually doing the voice and handling the puppets, because it means most of the times the people who work with the Muppets with the puppets actually, they say like after a while you don't even know you're talking to a puppet, and that's like amazing. That's such a great like way of showing your craftsmanship. I can hardly breathe my nose. Oh my god. The the dude doing an Elmo's voice is hilarious. Yeah. And the way they stuck into their role and just be like, yeah, I'm this character now. Really cool. I love that kind of stuff. I don't know if I could do that. Ooh, saxophone. Like. Oh, I don't like the rest. I like the saxophone. There we go. Also, you know what Belgium's main language is? Uh, they mainly speak Dutch and French, and tiny majority. Those are the main languages of Belgium. I know it's confusing, but they do speak all those three languages. Those are the main languages. Ooh, that's a fat. That's an ugly color on that. Holy moly! I don't like that. I don't like that. Let's not do that. That was an ugly color. What I do want to do is get some darker. Just make it black. Yeah. So Belgium is actually divided into two, maybe three parts. There is the part that is north of Belgium. They speak Dutch mainly. It's actually a different language. It's called Flanders. The region is called Vlaanderen or Flanders. Then the south of the country speaks mainly French, and they have their own type of French called Walloons. They are living in Wallonia. And then there's the part more to the east of the country where they speak more German. I don't remember if it's a specific if it's in a specific region or just like next to the German border. I don't remember, but that part speaks German. Then you have uh, the main capital of the country, which is I suddenly don't remember. It's not Ghent. Antwerpen. Brussels. Poof. I know a lot of the Dutch cities. And then there's Antwerp. And Antwerp in itself, it's on the northern part of the country, northern part of Belgium, but they speak mainly French. So it's its own little region basically, which is called Antwerp, and they speak French there. It's not Antwerp, Brussels. Brussels, from the Brussels sprout. Brussels has its own little region. Basically, there are almost their own country, and they speak French. But the surrounding part, so the part surrounding Brussels speaks Flanders, Dutch, and the lower part of the country speaks French, or at least sort of French, Wallonia. It is very interesting, to say the least. Let me get another layer there, just to. I have returned. You didn't even listen to what I was saying about Brussels and Dutch and French in Belgium. Shame. What did you hear? I heard that you say that what I said was correct and then someone called me. Ah. Well, so the northern part of Belgium is speaking its own language. It's related to Dutch, but it has evolved into its own language. It's called Flanders. Flanders. It's also in the region of Flanders. Then the south of Belgium is called Wallonia, and they speak a French version. So it's more French. I went to Belgium on a school trip when I was 12. Ah, nice. And then you have Brussels, which is a city, almost a country on its own, a micro country, micronation. And Brussels, although it sits in the north of the country, so it's supposed to speak Dutch, it's speaking French. So to make it a bit more complicated. And then you have the eastern side of Belgium that is more like to the border with Germany, and that part speaks more German. But Brussels isn't a city, it's this vegetable. Well, that's that is where it has this name from. That like Brussels sprouts are sprouts from Brussels. That was the whole origin from that as well. Brussels sprout, yeah. Yeah. So we also have like different types of fries. So those very thin fries, what people usually call French fries. Um, Though, so those are related to like more like French, and the we have the thicker slices, like very thick, almost like potato wedges, very thick fries. And here in the Netherlands we call them Vlaamse friet, so Flanders friet, Flanders fries. And then the thick ones you cause oh yeah, just called chips. Yeah. So here in the Netherlands it's called fries from Flanders, Vlaamse friet. Not even English. It's just Vlaams for feet. And they are really scrumptious. They're really nice. And we eat them with Dutch mayo. Because Belgian mayo and other kinds of mayo are freaking sour and I don't like it. I think it's this. Yeah. I know what you mean when you say fries. I know what you mean when you say patat. Let's not waste time deciding what to call it. Is it really? Do I have to make this a bit more red? I kinda think I do. Oh, wrong. You know what? Do 100%. Just make it red. And then I will turn it down later. It's a bit uh, too purple. So it's not very distinguishable. Now it just looks like some weird heart shape. Oh, there we go. That's better. I found an Elmo onesie. Time to buy it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they are everywhere with Halloween. I think I like this better. If I turn it off. Yeah, this is way better. I think I will do. The liver looks great, thank you. Make it a bit sparkly here around. It's a good thing I went for a healthy liver and not for a diseased one. There we go, and then we just go Gaussian blur. I don't like that. that doesn't work. Let's not do that. Hmm. It's not really what I was aiming for. I think this is better. It's almost it kind of looks like it's just someone took a liver and wedged it in a geode and be like, there, that's art. Ah, there you go. I kind of like that. It's kind of a fun idea. Be like, oh yeah, this is art. Is there anything I should add here? What are the stripes? Oh, just something. Let me. Oh, wrong layer. My nose is so itchy. It's so irritated. I haven't been like really sick, like having the flu for quite a while. That's not true. I had corona a couple of months back, but I wasn't being like feeling this kind of sick. I was feeling like awful, and I slept all day for like a week. But I wasn't. It's not like this, like stuffy nose, and I know I can do it, but I'm so tired because of the stuffy nose. I wish I wouldn't be sick for a long time. This year is the best year, and at the same time the worst year of my life this far. I kind of like it. The glow on the liver is pretty accurate. I'm immune to almost everything. Since a year before lockdown, I've only gotten ill once a few months ago, and it was COVID. Yeah, COVID fucks you up. I am still like hurting from COVID. I can't work full time yet. So after like 6 hours of work a day, I have to like lay down and sleep for a couple of hours. Otherwise, I just fall asleep. Like literally, just my body goes boom, and I wake up 2 hours later. So yeah, it's not healthy. I'm training and I'm getting better, but very slowly, a lot slower than I want to. But if I do what is best for my body, so like work for a max of 6 hours, then go to sleep almost immediately, for like an hour, or maybe 2 hours, I can then uh add some hours in the evening and be like, yeah, let's clean the house and let's cook dinner. If I don't do that, I'm just tired throughout the day. And the next day, I'm like, I don't have any energy for anything. It was a quick one. I thought I had to do a lot more work, but I think I actually keep it at this. Oh, it's not Krita, it's PNG. Liver geode. I'm not very smart with my naming. Yes, thank you. Save. And save and Krita. Group. Liver geode. Truly loving the liver, the shading truly makes it. Yeah, I think so too. It actually makes it look a bit more realistic than the geode itself, but it makes it really stand out. So we can add it to our sticker collection.